Welcome back. Well, can you believe it, Carlos? Christmas is just around the corner. And that means getting your gifts ahead of time is necessary to save you money and, most importantly, stress.
Said me never. With just over 60 days until Christmas. Finance expert Joel Gibson is here with the best tips. Joel, good morning to you. So what are the smart shoppers doing?
They're starting today. I hate to break it to you, but Operation Frugal Christmas starts about 2 months out. And that's because, you know, there are some really important things you can do to spend as little as possible and still have a fantastic Christmas. And the first one is make an early list. Work out what gifts you want to buy for which people as early as possible, because chances are we're going to find those gifts at a discount sometime over the next 2 months if we start today. And that's because of a series of big online sales, first of all, and some new sort of digital tools we can use to quickly find discounts and sales online. Also, I think this year of all years, we need to limit unnecessary gifts. Call an amnesty on the stuff that we do sometimes with workmates and extended family and friends. Of course, we're buying for the kids. Of course, we're buying for our nearest and dearest. Sarah, I know in your family, like my family, do the Kris Kringle.
Yes.
We each buy for one other person. Think of different ways to keep it special, but not quite so expensive.
So what you're saying is you don't need to get your dog and your parrot a present for Christmas.
Oh, the dog, of course, but maybe the parrot can go without this year. It's a cost of living
Accumulated
price.
points are an interesting way of going about it.
I think this is the time to look at what you've accrued over the year in terms of points, cash back, maybe unused gift cards. How can you use those to help pay for Christmas? I've got hundreds of dollars in my Cash Rewards account now. I checked last night. I'm going to take that out and that'll cover the first few gifts, right? Flybys, everyday rewards and Qantas. Tens of millions of Australians are members of those programs. They'll have thousands of points amassed. And also you've got businesses like Voucher, which buys and sells unwanted gift cards at a discount. So there's any number of ways there. You might already have this money in the form of points. Let's use it.
You've got to be pretty savvy, though, with those, because some points are worth more than others.
Yeah, look, you've got to be... Look, points have an exchange rate just like currency does, right? And the real money-saving ninjas will be looking at those offers in the Flybuys store, in the Qantas store, and working out if they are actually good value. I found a great example this week. There's a Bluetooth speaker. The brand is Blue Ant. And on the Flybuys store, it's a little over 17,000 points. Now, Flybuys point is worth about half a cent. So that's about $85.
Wow.
But I jumped on Google Shopping, which is an online price comparison tool, found the same Bluetooth speaker on special at Big W for $49. So if you're a hardcore money saver, you're going to exchange your points for a gift card that you can use at Big W and get the cheapest speaker.
Good tip, isn't it?
That is a good tip. OK, you mentioned online sales at the start of the interview and which ones we should be looking out for. What's coming up?
Well, that's why I'm here today, because it starts tomorrow, Carl, and then it goes right through till the end of November. Tomorrow's the local version, Click Frenzy. It runs for 3 days. There'll be thousands of different discounts out there. Then you'll have Singles Day on the 11th of November. Black Friday, Cyber Monday around the...
Singles Day?
Singles Day came out of China. It's just like all of these online sales. They've now gone global. They've started in one country, and because of the presence of global retailers, they're now global sales events. So you'll see thousands and thousands of discounts. My main tip is don't browse. You've got that list you made early on. You know what gifts you're searching for. Just search for those gifts. Use a tool like Google Shopping, which allows you to compare the price across all the different online retailers.
That's good.
And because if you browse, what do? You end up buying stuff that you didn't know you needed, right?
Geez, good, isn't he?
What have you got your wife for Christmas?
Nothing yet.
He's got 6 weeks. Get onto it.
I'm starting tomorrow.
All right. It's to fund their lifestyle or keep up with the cost of living. More and more seniors are cashing in on their home equity.
Analysis by the Department of Social Services provided to Today shows applications have jumped up 73% since June last year. And here to discuss it all is our resident relationship and money expert, Effie.
The love God.
Everything and anything.
Welcome. So tell us about these loans.
Yeah, so look, that's a big jump. It is off a lower base, but the numbers are trending upwards. So the data they gave us showed that in September alone, applications now sitting around 10,500. So essentially what this means is that definitely those that are in retirement, whether you're a pensioner or self-funded, may be doing it tough. So this is a way to cash in on that equity in your home. You've got to be of pension age. You can get the money either fortnightly, lump sum, or a combination of both, but you've got to have equity in your home to release that.
How much can you secure as an income?
Yeah, so you'll get the maximum of 150% of the pension. So if you're on the full pension, you'll get your pension plus 50% more. And this is a scenario I've done because the Department of Social Services tell me that most people who get these are pretty much on the pension, the full pension. So you'll get your pension plus $549 if you're single. That will give you $1,600 per fortnight. Look, these numbers look great, but when I looked at what ASFA says you need for a comfortable retirement, even when you get this, you're still about $300 or $400 short. Just goes to show how hard it is to be on a fixed income now and live a comfortable retirement.
So are there other alternatives?
Yeah, there are, Sarah. But look, this is at 3.95. It's from the government. It is a loan, interest compounds. Then when you look at what's on the market from other providers, you're looking at rates of around 7 or 8%. They're a little bit more flexible because you can get them younger. But for example, even with express reverse mortgage, your value's got to be a minimum of $400,000. They've got to be in certain postcodes. So there's definitely some conditions around these loans.
What do you need to know before cashing in on the equity?
The big thing, Carl, is obviously as more people jump onto these applications, do the sums. The government has a great website. It's the interest that compounds. And also the big thing is if you take a lot of your equity out, what are you going to do if you need it for aged care later on?
So what do you think of it overall?
I actually don't think it's a bad solution at all. We've been told that the home is an asset and you've got to use it. So there's no point having all this cash up in a McMansion and leaving it for your kids. Forget your kids. If this is a way to actually give you a lifestyle and a living, then maybe, cash in on some of that equity.
You just got to ask a lot of questions, don't you?
Yeah, look, I'd get a financial advisor for sure looking at this, but this is one way to supplement your pension. Let's face it, people that are on the pension are probably living below the poverty line. It's hard. It's a way to cash in on some equity. And if property prices continue to rise, then you'll find that you're not chasing your tail. These have no negative guarantees, meaning that you'll never be in a situation whereby if your property is worth less than your debt, you don't have to cough up that difference.
Yeah, right.
So forget about the kids as well.
Yeah, basically. Forget about the kids.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if you can, find that person, the other one, the friend.
Oh, you're still thinking about him, Effie. She's still there.
She's aggressively pursuing someone who's married.
It's a bit of a worry, Effie.
Oh, I'm joking.
Are you, though?
Yes.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh, my goodness. Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?
Always happens.